Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So as promised, we are going to do a colouring in Rita Berman's free download. I'll put the link down below in the description box. And we're going to use the Crayola pencils from the 100 set that I've just swatched. Let me just show you the box. You're probably all very well aware, but this is it. I know there's a bigger set, but I don't think we can get them in the UK. I have trawled and had a look, but I can't find them. So we're going to play with these. I've printed it off on cardstock, which is in my wish list if you want to have a look. I think it's £15 for 200 sheets. It's really nice paper. It's great for markers. It's really good for pencils. I really like it, so that's why it's in my wish list, so I can just grab a new one when necessary. So I looked at all these images, and this one is the one I fell in love with. The little elephant. I mean, he's just so adorable, as is our giraffe here. I just love it. So if we zoom in, so you can get a good shot of that. Yeah, if I leave you to the side, then I can put the colour pencils names up in the corner somewhere there. Now, I think we'll start with the sky. Now, bearing in mind it's Africa, I want to make it bright and lovely and sunny and warm and, yeah, all those gorgeous things. So I've got a bit of an experiment here. If it goes wrong, guess what? I can just reprint it, so I don't care. So, yeah, so I have been playing with the Crayola pencils, and it does seem that the gentler you are with them, the more responsive they are, actually. Instead of pressing really hard, don't. Try gentle approach, and we'll see how that works. So these colours are going to be our sky. So I've got orange circuit, pink, and unmellow yellow. I know it sounds weird, but it's just that kind of tropicalness in the background that I want. So I'm going to go in really gently in our background, and I'm just going to fill the sky up. And we're going to put colours over the top, so I can only pray that they will blend well together. So we'll see. So I'm just going in really gently. I'm going to fill this background up. Isn't he adorable? I just fell in love with his cute little face. I mean, I think it's probably the eye, but gosh, he's lush. He's so cute. I'm so excited for this book. I know Rita did contact me about having a copy, but of course, as soon as I knew that she'd got a new book coming, I went straight over to Amazon Germany last year and pre-ordered it. So I'm thinking, well, I know that it is winging its way to me as we speak. And I am so excited. I think that this book is going to be possibly my favourite, because, you know, I like animals and nature, and Africa is just such a fantastically fascinating country, isn't it? So to have all these done that wrong. Don't want to go into the clouds. I'm going to do that differently. Now, do be careful with them, because I did notice while I was playing that they don't erase particularly well, believe it or not. You know, you think for the subtlety of the colour that you get initially, they don't erase particularly well. So I'm really lightly going in. Yeah, so I was saying, so yeah, absolutely fascinating country and culture. And so to have Rita Berman's style on colouring it, I just can't wait. Okay, so we've got a little base layer of orange. Now I'm going to go in with pink, and this is going to turn that orange into a peachy tone. And then we'll go back over. Like I said, they're a bit like, I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying in the style of colouring that they're a bit like using polychromos. If you go the gentle approach, they just seem to respond so much better. And we have to remember that these are children's pencils. And And like I say, they don't make any false claims. They don't claim to be professional. They don't claim to be light fast. They are what they are, like it or lump it, basically. And some of the colours, if you watch my swatch of them, which I posted last night, it should have gone up last night. Some of the colours in there are so unique and beautiful. I was really impressed. So you can see we are getting that peachy tone, which is what I wanted. Look at that. And then I'm going to go in with our unmellow yellow, which is probably one of my favourite colours. It's so beautiful. Such a pale, soft colour. So, and then I'm going to blend that in. So it's not an overwhelming background, but it certainly indicates tropical. Is tropical the word? The heat is what I'm trying to portray. You know, that it's hot. So, oh, it's a little bit of sky down here I've missed. Yeah, so as soon as I saw this download page and printed it off, I was like, oh my goodness, I have to do this square. Now, had we have had more time, I would have done the rest with you. But if this is in the book, and it may well be, if it's in the book, what we'll do as soon as the book arrives is we'll finish it off. And we'll stick with the Crayola if they work okay on the paper. I'm sure they will. Rita's paper is amazing. I do admire her. I really do. She is a fantastic artist for her. We're very lucky, aren't we? We are so blessed. As adult colourists, we really are treated. Right, now, yeah, there's a little bit of sky. Look at that cheeky little bit of sky peeking out round here. How rude. Okay, bit of orange in there. And there. Okay, and we'll just put a little bit of pink in there too. So they are not the easiest pencils to blend in the world, I'll tell you that. But if, like I say, if you're very soft, light-handed with them, they just respond really well. Okay, I'm going to put those to one side for a minute, and we're going to have a look at the clouds. So I've got two colours just to do these clouds. I have got Wild Blue Yonder and Almond. Now, because this is Wild Blue Yonder, it's going to like fill up the page here. I'm going to move the page over so I can get the words in for you. So I'm going in with Wild Blue Yonder, lightly again. I don't want a flood of colour on this cloud. So we're going to fill that up. Just really softly. And in behind there. And then I do think sometimes if you do the backgrounds first, I know people are scared of them, but these little images are great, aren't they, for practicing backgrounds? It kind of really opens up the picture and can help you decide on the rest of the colours. I think the other thing about this particular page is we know what colours these animals are, and that makes it easier. You know, you don't have to sort of guess, and you know what kind of colours you can use. So gently, I hope you're picking up on that colour. I haven't put my light on next to me today because it's quite bright outside today, despite being not very warm. Okay, then I am going to switch to Almond. Did I say Almond at the beginning? So Wild Blue Yonder and Almond, and I think that Almond will just slot in with that orange sky. the orange peach sky. So it's just subtle. It's not just a nice, soft, puffy cloud. Okay, so let's go back in a little bit. I've moved you back over. Hopefully you'll have had the words, but we'll just deepen up where we put that wild blue yonder in. See, they are building up colour. I hope you can see. I don't know if I've got my light plugged in. Is that better? Oh, it's not going to behave. It's going to do its I'm going to flicker and annoy you thing. Okay, so just filling in with that almond. Oh, come on. Okay. And we'll just push that in. Okay, so I think that you really have to have that, obviously you have to be able to layer them up, the patience to layer them up. But these are great pencils to practice pressure with, because you can really lessen off the pressure and get such a subtle tone. So if you're learning to colour and you want to practice building up the layers and lessening off the pressure for your colouring to help you with your shading, these would be great. There we go. One little puffy cloud. Right, now we've got a little giraffe here to colour. So at the moment, I've got 3 colours here. I have got beaver, brown and bronze yellow. But we're going to leave the beaver till for a little bit, actually. I'm going to come over here and put the words the other side, maybe. Let's come in so we can see Giraffe's face a bit more. There we go, that's better. I hope it wasn't too far out a minute ago. Okay, so we're going to use the brown. And we're going to come in again really lightly. Otherwise, we will not be able to blend these colours together. I'm going to come in really lightly. A little bit at the top of there. What do they call them? Horns? They're not horns, are they? Really? What are they? Does anybody know? Some lovely person will be able to tell me. Okay. So we've got a bit of brown. Now we're going to go in with the bronze yellow. Lightly, lightly again. Backtrack over that brown so that we can push those 2 colours together. They don't do smushy blending, these pencils, so be aware of that. Oh, sorry, I was going to add that almond in again. Where is almond? Yeah, that's going to be a favourite. Yeah, almond, sorry, I will add that to the list on the screen. Use that for our highlights. Okay, I'm just going to go back in with that brown. And I'm just going to take my hands spasm. I'm just going to take it one section at a time. So we'll do his face to start with, and then we'll move down his body. Like this. So we'll just go back in. Make sure we've got enough of that colour. He's so cute. And then go back in with our almond. Just again lightly. Here we go. And then we're going to take Beaver and we're going to put that where I want the darkest spots. So we just want a little bit under here, lightly, lightly. There we go. Maybe a little tad at the top here on his little doodads. What are his doodads called, folks? I don't know what they're called. Okay, brown again. Just go back over that Beaver. Oh, did you see that? It's like it just does not want to play today. Well, I can tell you you're going to. Do as you're told. Stupid thing. I'll have to get another one. Right, where was I? Oh, yeah. Giraffe. I'm going to have to... If it doesn't behave, I'll have to switch it off. Okay. Right, now, down the side of his body, going to go in with the brown. Again, lightly. I'm going to fill that bit up. And in there. Okay, lessen off the pressure so that we can blend that bronze yellow in. We can go over that brown. Bit more of the brown. What do you think, folks? The more I do the budget pencil series, the more impressed I am. Don't get me wrong, I am so grateful that I've got my artist quality pencils, but you know, we can do our adult colouring without having to spend a fortune. You can learn without having to spend a fortune, and really the artist quality ones, you're paying for things like light fastness. I know you're paying for quality too, but if they're just going to be on a bookshelf, in a closed book, we don't need light fast. And yeah, well, I think this is Beaver again, sorry, I'm just deepening up where I want it darkest. What was I saying? Yeah, we don't need to spend the earth to learn to colour and enjoy it. You really don't. I forgot his ear up here, look. Poor little fella. Okay. So it's a learning curve for me too, because they don't colour like I'm used to. They are going to be really good at teaching me to slow down and lessen my pressure off. Okay, so I'm going to take Beaver and I'm going to run up this side here. That's a great colour, that one. Then brown. And then we'll go over that with green gold. Okay. There we go. There is a line on my page that just won't colour in. I need to leave it alone, so otherwise I'll mess everything up. It's probably off my mat, you know, my mat behind. Right, what have we got to do now? Oh, some pinks. We need to introduce some pinks. So I've got a bright pink, which is a bubble gum, and then I've got pink, which is less in your face. So we're going to use bubble gum first, and that's for his little ear. So a little bit of bubble gum around there, and on this ear. And then we're going to just put the pink in, just gently, to blend those two together. And then we're going to take that magic almond pencil again and plop that in. Okay. I am going to go off and get the rest of the colours for his little squares, get the elephant colours ready. I don't have a pencil case, so they're currently housed in this, oh yeah, as you can see, they're all falling out, in this wrap that they don't fit in. So I will go off and select the other colours, otherwise you're going to be sitting here for a fortnight. And we'll come back, we'll finish giraffe. That's what my little boy used to, well, my little boy is a man now, but what my son used to say, giraffe. Finish giraffe and start on our lovely little elephant. All right, my friends, I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so I have sorted the colours for the giraffe squares, and it is light brown and tan, and that's all we're going to use. So if I just glide you in a little bit closer. Here we go. So I've got light brown that I'm going in with. These are a more reddy tone, so they should stand out from the rest of the giraffe. So I'll make that bit quite dark. I'm not putting pressure on, I'm just going over, just layering. Okay, then we're going with tan. We'll put the tan on. She's cute, and I say she because she looks like a she with those big, long, beautiful eyelashes. Okay, do the same again. Okay, then we'll get our tan. And let's go back in with our light brown. Just deepen up that light brown there. All right. That's so cute. I like it. All right, now the bit that I'm dreading is our elephant. And I've got 4 colours. I've got from, well, darkest to lightest in the grey colours we're going to use is warm grey, cool grey and Timberwolf. And then I've also got pink. I don't think I've gone mad. I am going to go in, I'm just going to take this practice piece. I'm going to go in with the pink to start with so that I don't lose. Let me slide you right up so you've got the full elephant in. Here we go. If I stay here, then I can put my words over here, can't I? Yeah, I'm going to go in with the pink so I don't lose the highlight bits that I want on his body. So I'm really lightly going in with pink. And I'm going to use pink as our highlight. And I want that to peep through the grey. but I'm being a bit cautious because of blending. So I'm just lightly putting it in. Just where I think, well, it will look cute. And we can build that up. Because they're not just flat grey, are they? They have got, put a little bit on his lip as well, I think. So we're just going to build that pink up. Because it's really important. I don't want to lose that. It's going to peep through the greys. She says, hopefully. There. So we've got a nice little bit of pink peeping through. So then I'm going to go in with the next lightest colour, which is unusual for me, but I'm going to work backwards towards the dark. So that, I'm going to have a little bit of pink around here too. Yeah, so that I don't lose this pink. I don't want to have to go in sort of heavy-handed and have this pink be really overwhelming. So we're going to go in with Timberwolf now, and I'm going to push that grey into that pink. And really lightly so that I can get the other colours in too. This is a beautiful, subtle grey. It's lovely. So I'm just going to fill up our elephant and making sure that that goes into that grey. Again, still really lightly. This is such good fun. I love when Rita does these little squares, and I can't wait. Like, I'm so excited for this book. I can't wait for Joanna's book, because that's going to be all little bits and bobs, isn't it, as well? So that comes out in, is it November, I think? Joanna's book. So he's beginning to come. Look at him. He's so cute. So we've got that lovely soft grey in there. But for a teeny tiny picture, it's going to take quite a bit of time to build up these colours. Yeah, so I had such good fun on my swatching video. I actually did a confession on there. It was to do with colouring. But the response I've had from people is brilliant. The stories that people have told me in response to that is so good. Okay. So now we need to build up a little bit more of the grey, so he's not just so pink. So I've now got cool grey, which looks like a bluey green pencil, but it's grey. So we're going to start to put in where we want the shadows and the detailing. So I'm coming in with this cool grey. And we have got another darker pencil. And that will then allow us to build up where our deep shadows are. Here he comes. Look at that. And who would have thought with a Crayola pencil? I certainly didn't. Like I said, in my swatching video, I said that I'd had them. I must have had them for a year. And kept looking at them and thinking, oh, they ain't going to be any good. No one's going to be interested in watching those. And then I was looking around my art room, my craft room, and they kept staring at me from my colouring cart, feeling all sorry for themselves. And I thought, well, do you know what? To hell with it. Let's just try. And what I was looking for was my other channel, hard pencils that make the noise for the ASMR sound, because I did buy a mic, but it doesn't want to play ball, and so I needed some harder pencils that will pick up the sound on the camera. So that's what got me thinking, and I thought, oh, poor little guys, you know, they've been sat there, they might be okay, you know. So that's where it came about, really. But now I've been told in the comments, so I do read every single one of them, even if I don't answer every single one of them, that there is a 150 set, but I can't find them. So I don't know, you Crayola experts in the comments, can you let me know? Oh, I've missed a bit of giraffe out here. That's giraffe, isn't it? Can you let me know what sets I need to complete the, to get the 150? I know people were telling me that the set didn't have the full skin tones, so that might be a start. Because I would love to have the full set, because they are a pretty cool pencil. And I know they do, I'm sorry, I'm going back in with that Timberwolf. I know they do, what do they call them? They do a set of, I think it's 12 or 24, I can't remember now, I was looking, but like, I can't remember what they're called, like pleasant to the eye, they're like pastel-y tones. So I don't know if this set includes those. So if somebody would be kind enough that knows Crayola to please let me know what sets I could get to complete to get the full 150 colours, I would be really grateful. Because I would like to continue to use them, because the response I've had from people about them was just overwhelming, that people really enjoy using them. Okay. I don't want to go too dark with him. We have to do his legs. So I haven't posted on my new, my other channel for 6 days, and that's because this will always be my priority, this channel, and I've had so much that I wanted to bring you to this channel and chat about. You know, it's nice to sit and do silent colouring so people can just chill out with me, but it's also lovely to witter on my witterings. I do enjoy it. I do love chattering with you, and I love the response I get in the comments. It's lovely. It makes you feel much less lonely. Okay, I'm just playing now. Do you know what, guys? I'm actually really enjoying using them. I have to go and see what other sets I can get. This is a must. They're really lovely. Well, they're hard work in terms of blending. You have to get used to using them, and that comes with that softness, you know, that I was talking about earlier. Letting the colours build up. They're not just instant, you know, smush it down and go. All right, where's that giraffe colours? What did I use? Not that colour. Here, I use these. I've got to fill this bit in. I missed our giraffe colours. Okay. And then we'll put a little bit of that beaver in. Same colours, I'm not doing anything different. It's just that I missed this little patch out. Oh, I really like it. So cute. Now I have got warm grey, which is a darker colour, and I'm just going to try giving some shadow under the basket. I don't want to make him too dark. I like the fact that he's quite pale. He looks like a little baby, a little bubba elephant. And I like that. He's cute. Bit round his toes. Now I think I have a little bit round his jaw here. So cute. Okay, I'm not going to play too much. I can go back in with that Timberwolf, which is going to be a favourite grey. It's gorgeous. And just make sure that our colouring is nice and smooth. Okay, and I'm going to put some pink on his little tootsies, because why not? And then we'll take the darker grey, which is the warm grey, and just put that lightly in there. All right. Right, leaves. I've got these ready. And I've got two colours for our leaves. I have got jade green being our darkest or our shadow colour. And I've got yellow green. So let's go in and do these. Again, I've got to be light. I'm telling myself that, folks, because it's very easy just to go in heavy-handed and then they don't work. So these actually would be really good for my ASMR channel, because they're slow, they're relaxing. There we go, little leaf. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's do another one of those together. Jade green, which is our darkest. The only thing I find with them is that the barrels don't match the colour, so it can be quite confusing. But no different to using, say, the Black Widows, that my set don't have. Well, not all of my set have the dipped ends. So that can be quite annoying. Okay. So down here, I've got this little shrub down here. We are going to use, I've got three colours. Oh gosh, which one's darkest? Okay, so I've got grey, because that's going to darken up our green. Then I've got olive, and then I've got grass green. So I'm going in with olive first, and I'm going to put a light coat of olive in, particularly where I want it darkest. I'm not going to worry about the little berries, but I am going to try and avoid the leaves. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is take the grey and go over that olive. Now, I haven't lost the plot. what will happen is this will, when I go back over with the olive, it will darken that green up. And then our little leaves, our little lush, bright green leaves will stand out. Okay, back over with olive. There we go. So that's darkened that olive up nicely. And then we're going to go in with just green, which is a lovely bright, green. There we go. I've gone over the leaf, darn it. Never mind. Okay. Just going to brush that off. And then we'll go back to our two colours, which was jade green and yellow green. And I'm going to try and fill those leaves in, even though I've gone over. It's a little bit of jade at the bottom. And then our yellow green over the top. So they match the leaves that the rest of the page is going to have. There. What do you think to that, folks? I'm not really keen on that grass green. I have a real issue with these bright greens, these bluey greens. I don't like them. So I'm just going over with a bit of olive to tone that down. But that's just my preference. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay, so what have we got now? Right, I'm going to go off and finish the leaves, get the next section, the next colours out for our other bits and bobs, and then I'll join you back. All right, folks, see you in a sec. Right, let's tackle this fruit basket before we go any further. So I've got some purples. We're going to do the grapes in purple. So I have got violet, blue violet, and lilac. Now I know they're tiny spaces, but we are going to put a tiny bit of our violet in the darkest area. Then a little bit of our blue violet. And then our lilac. Okay. Just make sure I get them in the right order. So violet, and blue violet. And we can come back with a Posca and put some highlights in afterwards. You know, that finishing off the page bit that I love doing. And let's go back in and darken that up. There we go. Oh, yes. Nice big juicy grapes. I could have done green, but with all the leaves we've got, I thought it would be good to have these grapes as purple buttons. And I'll tell you another thing that's good about this. Oh, I do apologise. Let's come in a little bit closer. Another thing that's going to be good about this book is the fact that you can use bright colours. This is Africa. There we go. Okay, that's how I'm going to do the grapes. Now, pear. I'm going to use the jade green, the bronze yellow, and a little bit of lemon yellow, I think. So let's try jade green in where I want it darkest. That's a really good pear colour. I've missed a leaf, so I'll put that in there, because that's what we used for our leaves, wasn't it? Okay. jade green. Then I'm going to use a little bit of the bronze yellow. That works really well. And then a tiny bit of the lemon yellow, just on that edge. There you go. And then we'll take a bit of, let's see, what have we got? Take a little bit of brown for the stalk. Okay. Bananas. Okay. Again, we're going to use bronze yellow, lemon yellow, and light brown. So I'm going to go in with bronze yellow, and I'm just going to put that round the bottom of the bananas where they sort of lay on top of each other, like that. Then, of course, we'll go in with our lemon yellow. We'll get that lovely banana colour. And then just for a little bit of interest, we'll add some light brown. Put that on the tips of the banana. So they're lovely and ripe and ready to eat. We can go back in with our lemon yellow then. There we go. Right, let's do... I'm going to leave all those there because I'm probably going to use them again. Let's do the pomegranates. So I have got red, and I've got cocoa, and I've got mahogany. Let's try those for the pomegranates. So let's go in with cocoa and put in some shadow. Okay, then we're going to go in with mahogany. Leave space for that lovely bright red that we've got. Okay, then we're going to go in with red. I think that works. Just going back over with everything with that bright red. It's going to look so cute, this little page. It really is. We could do that for that apple as well, couldn't we, actually? So, cocoa. Let's do cocoa where we want it darkest. I'm going to worry about highlights afterwards with a Posca. We have a nice red shiny apple. Mahogany. And then red. Oh. Shh, didn't happen. It's a nice soft pencil, this red one. Okay. So we've got pomegranates, and we've got a red juicy apple. And I don't know what to do now. I'm not sure what that... I think that's supposed to be a lemon. So should we do that? We're going to make it a lemon. Whether it is or not, I'm not sure. So lemon yellow. And unmellow yellow. And then let's add a tiny bit of that orange circuit that we put in. So orange circuit, lemon yellow and unmellow yellow. There we go. Tiny bit. Okay. Is that supposed to be an artichoke? What do you think? I'm not sure. It could have been a coconut, I suppose. I'm not sure. Okay. Right. Let's do this bit of water down here. We're going to take that wild blue yonder that we used for the cloud, and we're going to drop a bit of that in. A little bit of wild blue yonder. Then we're going to take turquoise. A little bit more confident now, folks. Just sort of ad-libbing with the colours. Bit of turquoise. And then let's brighten that up and put in... Right, what have I got over here? Cerulean blue or absolute cerulean blue. Let's put in some cerulean blue and lighten up that, brighten up that first colour. So that was cerulean blue, wild blue yonder, and turquoise. I think that'll look cool when we add some white in there for the bubbles and things. That'll look quite cool. Bit more cerulean blue. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh, I'm so enjoying this page. We could do that. Oh, we could do that and make those like blueberries. Couldn't we? Let's do that. Okay. So cerulean. And then not everything will be the same. Okay. Cerulean blue round the bottom. Right, lessen off, Lucy. I'm pressing too hard. Okay. Then wild blue yonder. Oh, it's such a beautiful colour. I do love that. Actually, I don't know that we need the turquoise in there. We might want a bit of a deeper blue. So let's try blue. Just blue. Oh, that's good. So we've got blue, cerulean blue, and wild blue yonder. And we've got some like nice blueberries instead. Oh, I like that. That's a really pretty combination. Ooh, we could do the bird. Let's do the bird. Haha. Let's do... Oh, could you see? Oh, I'm getting so carried away. So I did blue just round the bottom. Look, I'm so sorry. I'm getting all excited. Blue round the bottom. I'm so sorry. I do apologise. Cerulean blue. And then wild blue yonder. I'm so sorry. There you go. Now I think let's do the birdie. So if we take our palest colour and let's put wild blue yonder on his wings or her wings. Well, stuff it. Let's do the body too. Just lightly. Okay, right, now, if we go in with blue where we want it darkest, so a little bit under the wings, so this is just blue. And up here, Oh, what a beautiful combination that is. That's gorgeous. And then we'll do round the base of his wing, or her wing, and in there. Oh, yeah, really like that. And then, so, cerulean. Let's bring that cerulean blue up. I've stopped ad-libbing, folks. I'm just, I've stopped going off and thinking about it too much. I'm just picking out colours we've used now. Okay, let's go back in with that wild blue yonder. I knew I was going to like this colour. Amazing. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful combination? So we've got a little bluebird. Yeah, I really like that. Sorry, I'm so excited about the small things, folks, the small things. But I honestly really didn't think that they would be able to perform like this. And I'm so impressed with them. I'm so impressed with them. It's so exciting to find, well, I love the Amazon basic pencils. They're brilliant. But to find 100 pencils at this price that actually perform. And look at the colours we've got. You know, they've done so well. I'm thinking pinks for these flowers, because we've got pinks in the elephant and in the ears. I think pinks. Ooh. I'll have to go off and, like, select those. So let me go and finish the grapes and have a think about and get the colours out for the flowers. We'll do them in pink, I think, and that'll tie everything together. And then I'll think about the last bits in the fruit bowl and how I'm going to colour our little zebra fella here. All right, folks, see you in one sec. Okay, so I'm back and I've filled in the grapes. I still haven't decided. I think I'm going to make that a pineapple, actually. Now, before I change the colours, I'm going to do the butterfly in the same colours as we did the bird. I'm going to add a little bit of this circuit orange. I know that sounds weird, but it works. So I'm going to fill in the centre, unusually, of the butterfly in the blue, which is our darkest. And then I'm going to put a little bit around the bottom of his wing coming out, like that. Then we'll go in with our other colours, which was cerulean. And then our gorgeous wild blue yonder. How could I have forgotten that one? And I'm going to leave a little bit of the tips there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that orange circuit in there, just to spice him up a bit. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, so that's the butterfly done. Put those to one side. Now, I've got a couple of colours we're going to try out for our zebra. Oh, and I didn't bring you in. Let me turn that. I didn't bring you in. I do apologise, but there's my butterfly. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm having a bit of a mare, aren't I, this evening? Okay. Let's have a look at zebra. Zebra. We get him in properly. Right, now if I leave him there, I won't get you out of shot. So I've got the Timber Wolf and I've got the Cool Grey again. And I'm going to use the Cool Grey to shadow our zebra. I don't want to do an awful lot to him. I think it's actually okay for him to be sort of have white left. Let's put it that way. Come round the flowers. It's going to have shadow on the back of his leg here. And we'll do a bit around his bum. If I'm whispering, it's because my baby grandson is asleep in the bedroom next door. So if I'm not particularly loud, you'll have to turn me up a bit. Walls are quite thin here and I don't want to wake him up. Can you imagine? Zoom in on the watch. It's 12:20 at night. Yeah, I don't think my son would be very happy if I woke him up at this time of night. Okay. Right, let's switch to that Timberwolf and then we'll see what's left that I want to do. Have a little bit of that in his mane. Yeah, I don't want to do too much. Just give him a little hint of colour. That's good. And then we'll leave some white areas too. Right, we'll take black. Where's our black? No, that's dark brown. We'll take black, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that in his tail. Am I on camera this time? Yes. Okay, put a little bit of that in his tail. And let's darken up. I quite like this black, it's not bad at all. Let's darken up his stripes and bring them out a little bit. So I'm sticking with Rita's work, but I'm just going to draw out those stripes a bit. Oh, I hope the book arrives and does have this page in it. I'm sure it will. But wouldn't that be cool if we could finish it off in the book? So what I would do is recolour this off camera. Obviously, you're not going to want to see it recoloured. And then we could do the other squares together with the Crayola pencils. That'd be really cool. I don't want to spoil him. Excuse me. So I think I should leave alone. I'm just going to take the white Prisma. And just put back in some white space. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like this bit here. Just get rid of that. Okay. I'm going to leave him alone. Alright, we're very close now, so I'm going to come out a little bit. There we go. Now, we've got this basket to do. Are we close enough? Yep. Okay, so I've got 4 colours. I've got beaver, I've got brown, light brown, and tan. So, Just going to twizzle you around so it's comfortable to colour. I'm going to put a light coat of tan on. So these are the same colours we used in the draft. But they'll just come out a little bit differently. Right. Now we're going to go in with the beaver where we want the dark. So I'm going to bring that out from behind those grapes. And these little bits, I'm going to do it like they're recessed. So they're going to be dark. Okay. That's our shadows done. Then we're going to go in with brown. Bring that out. And then we're going to go back in with, oh, no, we're going to go in with light brown. Because that's got that sort of reddy hue to it. And then back in with the tan. Okay, we can deepen up those areas now. We'll go back over. Back through the colours, back through the list. We are. And we could, let's just add, let me try a little bit of yellow. Just lift that, let's lift that brown a bit. Yeah. So I think before we move off this part, I think I'm going to make this into a pineapple. So I'm going to take, is that lemon yellow? Yeah. Lemon yellow. Okay. Then we're going to take light brown, I think. Where is that? No. Which one's light brown? There we go, light brown. I'm going to put a bit of that in. At the base of these little tiny bits. I don't know if it is a pineapple. It looks more like an artichoke, but it's a pineapple now. Then I'm going to take beaver and just go in around them separate areas. Hand spasming again. Lights flickering. It's all good fun, folks. It's all good fun. Then we'll go back over with the lemon yellow. There we go. Okay. The last part for us to focus on is the... Ooh, one of my labels stuck to the page. The last part to focus on is the flowers. Oh, and the little stones. So I have got... get rid of that one, I think. Yeah, so I've got brick red. I've got magenta and marvellous. So let's try this. So I'm going to take the shape of the flower with our darkest, which is brick red. Then go in with magenta. And then leaving the top of that with the marvellous. There we go. So let's just darken up the bottom of that with our brick red. And then we'll do the same here. So I'm just kind of making a little shape on the bottom of the flower. In with our next colour. And then the marvellous. Yeah, that's quite cool. We could use a little bit of maroon. Let's use a little bit of maroon just to bring out that shape a bit more. So we've got maroon as well. So we'll bring out that. We use the maroon to make the shape. There we go. And then we'll use the other three colours. Brick red. Then, no, we've used maroon, haven't we? Put that down, Lucy, otherwise you're going to get confused. Magenta, isn't it? And then the mauve. Okay. Go back in with that magenta. That just pinks it up a little bit more. So I thought that would be cool because it picks out like the pink that we've got in the elephant and the ears of the giraffe. So I'm going to do all the flowers in those. Right, rocks. Now, what colour can I use for that? I don't want it to be the same as the elephant. So let's get slate out, which is a 99. If I can do that without everything throwing everywhere. Good grief, look at that, picked it straight out. So slate, and we'll go in with Timberwolf, if I can find it. Slate and Timberwolf. Let's try that. That should be different enough from our elephant. Yeah. It's another pretty colour, that one. And then, yeah, Timberwolf. Okay, there we are. Right, let me come out a little bit so you can see it all. Alright, the rest of the details we'll put in with Posca when I've done. So I'm going to go off and I'm going to finish all the flowers, including this one the same, that one. And then we'll come back and we'll do the fine details together. I'll see you in a second. Okay, we're all but finished. So I've got a couple of supplies here at the side of me. Now, I'm not going to bring you in because I keep losing you. I've got the Circuit Orange, and I'm going to put that in these bubbles up here. Instead of being white, I'm going to put orange in there. And there's a couple of little doodads there. Any more? Make that extra orange. I know the sky's already orange, but okay. Then I've got a Posca, which is a straw yellow. And I'm going to put that in the centre of these flowers. And I might give them a little bit of some detail. A few dots here and there. Always brightens things up. There we go. And is that it? Nope, there's one there, look. Sneaking. And here. There we are. Oh. And the ones in the little zebra's hair. There we are. Okay, I think that's all of those. Now we'll take the white Posca and we're going to put our highlights in. So I'm going to give our little grapes a highlight. There we are. And our pear, just going over Rita's drawing there. And our apple. And our blueberries. We can make his eye a little bit whiter. And his. Okay. Anything else? Nope. And then I've got a Uniball Signo pen, and this is bronze. Lovely pens. Let me just make sure it's rolling. It is. Okay. And I'm going to add onto that star at the top. I think that's going to be bronze. It will go well with our giraffe if it's going to carry on running. Don't run out on me now. It has. Would you believe it? Look. Flaming well has as well. Oh, isn't that just typical? Okay, hang on. We'll take a gold metallic pen. These are Ink Lab ones. I did do a review on these. Let me just check that that's working. Yeah, okay. So we'll just touch that up. Okay, now I've forgotten, down here by the water, we need to put a couple of, we'll put some white bubbles in here. Now, the other thing, look, down here, in our little shrub, see, as soon as I zoom in, I lose you. I've just put some white bubbles in. In our little shrub, we're going to put some little red berries in. That'll bring that red down from at the top there. So this is a Posca, it's just red. But you could use any water-based marker or alcohol marker on this. I'm going to put a few more in. Because, like I say, it'll bring the red down from the apple and that into the rest of the picture. I think that'll do. Alright folks, I think we're done. What do you think? I love the picture. We could, actually, hang on. Now I've put everything away. We could bring out our clouds a bit with some white. No, don't like it. Rub it off quick before it dries. Rub it off. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. I don't like it. I like to see the drawing. Anyway, I'm thrilled to bits with that. I've loved working with the Crayola pencils. Let me know what you think of the picture and how you think they performed. God willing, my book will arrive in the next couple of days and we can do a flip through and then we can colour the rest of the pictures. And if the book likes the Crayola pencils, we'll continue using them because I think they're just adorable. So, there we are. I hope you enjoyed it. I won't keep rambling because the baby's asleep next door. So until we meet again in the very, very near future, my dear friends, take really good care of yourselves and I'll see you very soon. Night, night.